Nostrovia down the hatch. What do we got?
Yeah, let's go. Carve it up.
Oh. The taste is it's okay. I don't hate it.
It's super grainy.
It is very grainy. It's definitely grainier than, say, a Pabst, I would say, or any of the mainstream macros.
Yeah, the German named and not German named macros.
The non-Germans.
It to me is sweet, and maybe that's just coming off of having craft beer for weeks on end, but
A little bit, but it doesn't seem like overly sweet like I felt that Steel Reserve did.
I will give it this, though, and I think this kind of when we had our Budweiser.
Mm-hmm.
Was Budweiser Gasoline Alley, technically?
Probably, technically.
Yeah. It has more flavor than you oft think of when you think of these beers.
Yeah, it's definitely not a light beer. Compared to like a Victory at Sea or like a coffee porter of some sort. You could have these all night and you'd be probably fine. Maybe not if you're sculling them or anything like that.
Hanging out like George Wendt.
Yeah, you could have these and only be a little over the limit when you drive home, a la George Wendt, if his character was realistic.
Right.
The aftertaste is not good.
Yeah, I was going to say that, like, across the tongue, it's not that bad. It's kind of like this grainy flavor. But, yeah, it's just breathing out now as I'm talking. It's just like...
That's where that stinking sweetness comes in.
Yeah. Although, I'd say it's preferable to... I'm burping a whole bunch now.
Well, of course.
That's what these beers do. Like, compared to the Steel Reserve.
Oh,
the flavor profile is favorable.
1,000,000 times better than Steel Reserve.
But it also doesn't have 8% ABV, bro.
Well, if you're going to a gas station buying something based on the ABV it says on the side, you're not necessarily looking for a good taste.
Right.
You're just looking for a taste that's good enough, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of... and maybe this is a duh moment, but I'm a little underwhelmed.
What did you expect?
Exactly. That's what I'm asking myself. But like being the beer that I haven't had, and kind of like hipster beer, and kind of the choice of people like counsel the show. Like what is there something about it that makes it different, makes it good?
Yes. You don't know what it is?
The can
and the name.
Yeah. The contents inside, however,
it's like like you can replace this with anything. It could be Grain Belt, it could be Blatz if they still made it. It could be Schlitz, it could be any of those. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So much of it feels just like, oh, look at this. Remember this? Isn't this old and dumb?
Yeah, right.
I don't think
that's why people are kind of drinking this.
But I don't think it's an ironic thing, because I don't think people, once again, maybe I'm just old. I don't think people do things ironically all that much anymore. That seems to thankfully have gone the way of the dodo. But I feel it's just like like when so many people are walking around with, random copper-colored IPA or a Jack and Coke at a bar. It draws the eye because it's such a distinctive label and people automatically recognize it, whether they have good memories or bad memories. You know what I mean? Yeah. Am I making sense? I feel like I'm ranting.
You are ranting a little bit, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're getting at.